into the field and has them either live interact with their eyewitness Sasquatch. Thank you for tuning in to my show today. As I adjust the light. Oh, so I got a brand new spot I'm doing my show from. Very happy to be with you today. Expeditions are going on. I'm very excited. Yeah, it's a lot of work with all the people that are coming out this year, managing it, organizing it. So, but I'm very excited about this year. I hope you're all very aware that the discovery process is happening. This is not going to go on for years and years and decades and decades. It's going to get done, guys. The discovery is happening. It's going to get finished. So I say that very, very confidently. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here again, Andy. Hello from Minnesota. Trying to get a milk mustache. I'm not drinking milk, but anyways, I'm so happy to be answering your questions. Hello from West Virginia, Gary. We call the Sasquatch the boom. The Sasquatch like to be called the boom. So that's their call. If you're out in the wilderness, you hear a boom or boom boom or boom boom boom. Those I've all heard those. You should go look for some tracks. You should go look for, depending on how many booms you hear, you should go look for that many tracks. And that's actually quite important because I'll tell you guys, just thinking about it for a minute, about 3/4 of the time when I hear a boom, 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 or boom, 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 I do go find those tracks 3/4 of the time. So in fact, it's at least that much. I normally find them. There's only one time last year, I can't remember, I think I heard the 3 booms, boom, 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 and I went out looking for them with other individuals, with Matt and Bob specifically, who are quite well trained and very exceptional at working with me. And we didn't find any, which was quite disappointing. But on the contrary, the time before that was when I heard boom, a deep one. And you know what? It's so, I'm getting so in tune with it. I'm literally going, oh yeah, that's a younger male. When I heard the boom, I said that's the big guy. And maybe it's even, I'm noticing a pattern too I can talk about where it seems the younger guys, the bigger they get, the less booms they do. Like the big male goes boom, just one time, one big track. And then I can think of, like a 15-inch male going boom, boom, boom. And that's what I think I heard with Matt and Bob. And then the time before that in Radium, I heard the boom, boom, boom. It was 3 and it was a 15-inch male. So, and I remember the 16-inch guy did boom, boom, and he's, pretty big. So maybe there's a pattern developing. I don't know. I'll tell you though, if this is the things that I'm noting, there's a hell of a lot more going on out there in the biology. So let's see what I have for questions today. Nameless Preacher, hello. All is exceptionally well. So unfortunately, Ashley's not with me today, and I'm trying to get there's a bunch of local people that are from the particular area that I'm in. I'm trying to get them to do live shows with me because I just think adding someone who's got expedition experience is amazing. Adds a very just adds another level. And expeditioners that I go out with, everybody's got tremendously different perspectives, and it's amazing to hear people's perspectives, to see what they have to say. I just love that. And I hope in anything you do, especially if you're doing Sasquatch research or research of any kind, the more perspectives you get, it just enlightens things so amazingly. There was a question from Mandeep. Hey Todd, what do you think about Expedition Bigfoot series? I don't watch the show ever, so I know something about the show, because people have been trying to do shows with me about expeditions, and so anyways, there was some behind the scenes that network was working with me, and then they started to do it a different way. So you could imagine that the To Kill a Bigfoot show or whatever it was called, Hunting Bigfoot, they called me, wanted me in, I said no to that. So pretty much most shows that come by, in fact, all the shows, right when they're in production, they start talking with me and discuss working with me. Most of the time I say no. The vast majority of times I say absolutely not. You guys are ridiculous and preposterous. So it was Survivor Man was the first person that could do what I wanted to do. I and I worked so well together because that's what I do. I go backcountry. I don't do survival, though I bring equipment. I guess I do survival. I bring what I need to survive. And when I have trouble, I'm able to decently live off the land and know where the water sources are. And so I do have survival techniques that I do, but this is Dances in the Rain. I'm a researcher from Washington State. Well, good luck with your research, sir. I hope that watching today you will learn something, and from my previous videos you can watch and learn, because I'm really trying to get this information out there. It's really important to me that I share this as much as I can, because I don't know, is there a chance I don't come back? Yeah, there is. What I do is as dangerous as it gets. Like, I do backcountry crazy expeditions. My son used to be so concerned about me doing expeditions, because when I go out with him, like I'd go mountain biking in the mountains, or I'd go tracking or wilderness stuff with him. Whenever there's an issue with an animal, mountain lion or bears in particular, who are the dangerous ones, he'd see what I do, how I step in front and I step forward, and I if there was a hit, I would take the hit potentially. But I have enough experience. I don't really. I just do very well. I know what I'm doing out there, and I'm very, very skilled, very experienced, very wise in reading and keeping safe from dangerous animals. Anyways, though, he knew if there's ever an issue with an animal, that I would be the one, that takes the hitters and in danger. So he used to ask me to stop doing expeditions, and that was hard. That was a tough question. Him, more than anybody, has the right to have a dad, and he loves his dad, and being a dad is number one priority in my whole life over everything else. It's my number one thing. I'm a father to my children first, and so I took that very seriously. But as a father, as a parent, I had to keep doing my expeditions and keep working for this discovery, because you don't quit something. And I didn't want to teach him you quit something when it gets hard or when it gets tough. And this discovery is so immensely important that you don't quit. And that's why I didn't. When he asked me, I told him, because we don't quit, kiddo, because this discovery is important. It needs to be done. And the work we're doing it's very important. It's really, really important. So hello from Atlanta, Georgia. I love Georgia. I want to get down there so badly. Hey, oh, Cody! TKO, Cody, what are you doing, brother? So, oh man, I wish I could make you a mediator. I wonder if this will work today. Sometimes it works. I guess you can't do that anymore. If anybody has the ability to make Cody a mediator, Cody is a personal friend. Cody's been on expeditions. Cody started with expeditions, became a wonderful friend to my son. And and he was, the expedition with Scout was with you, and Jonathan, right? So Jonathan was the U.S. Ranger. Scout is a professor from Boston University. I don't even know if we knew that, Cody, because he kept it quiet. And then I think he was between jobs, between professorships. So Scout's actually a freaking professor at Boston State University. So really smart guy. And what an awesome, amazing that was not your expedition? That was so long ago. Cody was like one of the first expeditions I ever did, and because of Cody and Scout and Jonathan, these expeditions have continued on, and I've grown and evolved to do these and work with people and cooperate, because it enriches the research, it enriches my life, it enriches their lives. It creates this amazing depth for the discovery, and it's amazing. Robert Taylor says, I'm going up to Colorado this weekend, maybe see some Sasquatch in the San Isabella Forest, southern Colorado. Rob, I wish you tremendous success. Please keep us informed. If you have any information, we now have somebody going through like crazy. The Bigfoot Encounter at gmail.com. We've got Caitlin smoking through that stuff. So I'm really excited about that. And there's potentially a podcast coming, ladies and gentlemen, not with me, but with people that are working with me, colleagues of mine. I'm sending greetings via chat and Mindspeak. Really? Smiley, do it. Let's send some greetings during Mindspeak. I'm really actually doing this. I'm sending you all. I wish you all tremendous success in your endeavors. Did you hear me? Because I sent it. Please subscribe if you would. Free access to we have 280 videos. Oh my God. Discovering Bigfoot website, virtual library of Sasquatch information. Thank you. Bigfoot Society. Is Insane Clown Posse still coming? Yes. They're celebrities, man. Celebrities are funny. But it seems to be the case. Their time slot is there, and they're coming, and they're excited. So, see how it goes. Found a partial track this weekend. Congratulations. Man, there was a trackway from Nia Bay that they sent me. Oh my God. What a gorgeous trackway. Congratulations to them. Uncle Todd. Thanks, Cody. Hello from Virginia. We got West Virginia. We got Minnesota. Any new photos and videos? Yes, new video is coming out in the new documentary that is pretty much just finishing up in the queue here. So watch that, Todd. Watch that, Todd. Watch what? When is the last time you saw a Sasquatch? About 4 or 5 weeks ago at the research site. I don't know if I've talked about this. So we were hearing clack clack, which was looks like it was a grouse. Or grouse do that. They make a clack clack. It sounds like 2 rocks being clacked together, and I am convinced that's a grouse doing that. So anyways, apples are getting taken, all this incredible, they're leaving rocks and stuff. Obviously the grouse isn't doing that. Obviously it's a Sasquatch doing that. And I was just up in that gifting area and looking to find out what that clack clack sound was, possibly believing it was a Sasquatch making that sound. And 8'4", beautiful male came out. I don't even know if I told you guys this. So came out in front of me and just shocked me. Like he just did like a sideways walk out and walk away, and or just walk. He moved sideways, literally like this. Like imagine he came out of the tree line like this, and he went back in the tree line, and he just looked at me, and so I saw him for about 5 seconds, and I literally kneeled down and bowed, literally. So I just couldn't help. Like he is just magnificent. Like his hair is beautiful black, really really dark black. Yeah, with a hint of almost like really jet dark brown, a hint of brown in it. 8'4", looks like more muscular than in the upper body than a gorilla, and then the lower body is just like muscle legs, and he's clear, like, but he doesn't have a gorilla face. Like he's got like that human face. It's really really dark. Man, he was so handsome. He just gave me this look, and they just look at you like they have this like. You know, I'm trying to duplicate it right now. It's like this, just this totally stoic, like just calm, just absolute serenity. He just looked at me and he never blinked. Just gave me one look like this and moved from one side to the other. And that's what I saw. Just perfect, amazing muscularity. Kind of looking down. Gosh, his lower body wasn't, it's there and I could see it, but just not where I was focusing. I was focused on the upper body. There was more light on the upper body. Lower body was in more of a shadow, although I could see it. But just the muscles, guys, his shoulders and his traps and his biceps, they just are unreal. Like he is just monstrous. It was terrifying and exhilarating and amazing all at the same time to see that and experience that. So it was, this is going to be a great year, guys. So, and those of you who are going to bitch about me, I'm not out there to get footage right now. It's not time. So it's coming. I have to make a priority of it. It's not the priority right now. The priority right now is getting them to live interact, getting them come around, getting success. I don't just need another piece of footage. It's not going to do, is it? What if I get another amazing piece of Jake or Jane footage or running so fast? It's not going to be enough. It has to be something so exceptional, so amazing, so outstanding, and the best that's ever, like, literally something so absolutely amazing. I'm hoping that after this kind of success is generated, I want to immediately fly Jeff Meldrum out, cast all the tracks, gather all the evidence we can from it to substantiate everything. So that's problematic too, though, because the likelihood of me getting footage of a Sasquatch close to where we're staying is not likely. I usually have to go backcountry, and that's kind of the goal. That's what I'll have to do this year, is go crazy backcountry. So, hi from Georgia Mountains, Todd. Did you notice any difference in the Sasquatch behavior since the COVID lockdowns? I can't say, just because there was a difference in me because I went through this whole crap show of family court. So that's no, so I can't say I noticed anything. So I just had immense difficulty in my own personal life. Has the young male Jake came back? No, he's not. Yeah, he's not young. He's not gonna be young anymore. He's gonna be in his 20s, like mid upper, like by 26, 27. Never had a peep of him, nothing. We want new photos and videos. Well, hey, you know what? So do I. I want new photos and videos. Go ask somebody else. Why is it all on my shoulders? So, and there are new significant discoveries being made with this research, and yeah, I'll have to say about that. I need to get this discovery done. So I'm moving forward in every way I can. Something amazing is going to happen this year. Any clue about Jake? Absolutely no clue whatsoever. Hi from Island County, Northwest Washington. Hello, Lana. So has the Sasquatch government stated Bigfoot? Actually, no, the United States government has not stated Sasquatch exists, just UFOs. Let us know about Jake. Guys, if I have anything to do with Jake, believe me, everybody will know about it. Does Todd Standing have anything to say about? Nope, I don't. And Jane, yeah, well, Jane, there is stuff going on with Jane. Jane is still there. So, and that's what Ashley is having happen is Jane's coming around like more than ever before. Jane is so involved when Ashley comes around. So that's huge, totally huge. Jane is just, no females have really had good interaction. And now that's happening big time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. My brother had a log thrown at him while building a logging road. Cool. We'd love to hear about that. Bigfootencounter@gmail.com. Please send your stuff, guys. So we're going through it now. Like we've got people doing stuff. You could get on the podcast. All this new stuff is coming up. So it's really exciting stuff. Do you have more? Of course, people keep asking me. Yeah, no, makes a lot of sense. Is Kubota still there? Oh, absolutely. Any evidence of that clan? Well, that clan, yeah, the whole clan is still there. Kubota, I'm assuming, is still there. I haven't seen Kubota last year. Saw him the year before. Hello, Todd from Tennessee. Hello, Tennessee. How do they get cold? Are they cold? Oh no, they're totally warm-blooded. They're mammals, just like us. Todd, do you believe all the Sasquatch have the gift of telepathy? Yes, or only a few? No, they all. Well, this is how I feel about it, and I have significant personal experience to substantiate this. I feel they all have exceptional telepathy. They're born extremely telepathic. Human beings are like this too. Some human beings are more telepathic than others. So they all have incredible ability, but of course there's going to be varying degrees, right? And even as time goes on, someone who's calming their mind and meditates and focus on growing their mind becomes better. So like a shaman or Jane, whereas, a Sasquatch who's more about scrappy and, building a family and stuff like that. Of course, he's going to likely possibly have less telepathic abilities. But when I say less, all communicate that way. They all do. So it's just very clear to me they all have very, very heightened. I mean, it's part of their evolutionary process. If one was born without telepathy, it would be like being born blind, as how I would explain it, I would think. And I see all Sasquatch having incredible telepathic abilities. Hi, Todd from Napanoch, New York, in the Shamogunk Mountain Village. I know I screwed that up, but apologies. Love your work. Have you ever gifted them crystals? I think somebody did, and it didn't work out. So every time, you know what, guys? Every time someone tries something new, it just craps the bed. Doesn't work. So, and I mean, sometimes like somebody tried something new on a last expedition, not apples, and it was a big mess. So it caused bad damage. So the apples are working and they're making little structures. The structures that I made in return never get acknowledged in any way. So I don't know what to do about that. Hey, did they lidar at Bluff Creek and found Patty stood 6'3", and they said males are 25% larger, which would put males. I think the Patterson footage, Joseph is asking about Patty being 6'3". I think she's significantly taller than that. I think the numbers are in 7 foot range. She's got a 15-inch track, guys. Like Shaquille O'Neal. How tall is he? And he doesn't have a 15-inch foot, does he? If he does, it's certainly not as big as the Patterson female. So, so I would think, in my own guesstimation, honestly, I would say the Patterson female around 7.5 feet tall. So, and there is sexual dimorphism because there is competition between males. Because my best evidence show these are male-dominated troops, male-dominated societies. In a certain physically, males are hunters more, but there's just sexual dimorphism. Seems to be competition between males. So like in lion prides or gorilla males are significantly bigger. So if the Patterson female is, and I'm quite convinced she's got to be, over 7 feet tall. The males are 9 feet tall, and that's enormous. When you actually see that in the field, like when you actually have a look at how insane that is, a 9 foot tall, 900-pound being, it blows your mind. Like the younger male that I saw, and he is a younger male, so I didn't the encounter that I had, it was just for me, and I just took it and I embrace it, and I don't care if people believe me or not. I saw that Sasquatch, and I'm going to build on that relationship with this particular individual. I believe he's been eyewitnessed 2 other times last year by other people. This is my first time eyewitnessing this particular individual. I don't call him a name or anything yet. So I just call him like magnificent. So, but anyways, actually, I just named him right now. I'm going to name him Magnus. So like Magnus for Magnuson, Icelandic powerlifter, because he's magnificent. So I'm going to call him Magnus. I love that name. So right now, right here, live on the show, I just named him Magnus, and yeah. So I'm just figuring out what's going on, because there was some personal stuff happening there. There was some telepathy happening between us, and he needed to get a read on me. It was a test. I promise you, it was a test to see how he reacted, and I just smiled. And I felt all those emotions. I felt terrified and amazing and exhilarated and mind blown all at the same time. Like, a part of me just knowing how incredibly magnificent, powerful, and amazing it is terrifying me. But all the other emotions are more overpowering. So, in tremendous respect, I literally took a knee, guys. Like, I didn't chase him. I didn't want to do any of it, because I'm building a relationship with this being. Like, he's testing my mettle. And a colleague and even teacher of mine has told me, don't think of them in such a reverent way. I cannot not think of them in a reverent way. I cannot admire them and think they're absolutely astonishing and amazing and beautiful and brilliant and mind-blowing. I can't. So this is a close, somebody I take their opinion very deeply, and I'm unable to adhere to what she's suggesting, because I just think it's Magnus. That's what his name is, Magnus. And yeah, so that was my sighting this year, and those are my thoughts and feelings on that. So my audio is cutting out. Oh no. They're bound to work hard, and Expedition Bigfoot is okay. I'm a lady, thank you. You're welcome. Oh no, the audio is really breaking up. Oh, there's nothing I can do about that, guys. So if the audio is breaking up, I just got to cut the show. That sucks. The audio is going in and out, Todd. Damn it. It's got nothing to do. I got perfect internet, guys. There's no reason. Let me go down here a little bit. So John, thank you for the donation. Do Sasquatch have infrasound? 100% yes. So they've hit me with infrasound on multiple occasions. I hope the audio is working good, guys. I'm going to scroll right down in a minute. So to double check to see that the audio is working good, again, this is a brand new phone. I just got this brilliant, amazing phone just to do my live shows. And I've been hit with infrasound multiple occasions, knocked it down on my knee, felt like I was going to throw up. I've been paralyzed by infrasound multiple times by Sasquatch. So absolutely yes. So have I ever looked, Will Carr says, have I ever looked into Jane Goodall research? Jane Goodall's my hero. Absolutely. I know all about Jane Goodall. So she has like people that handle her. So I'm scrolling down. Audio's perfect, Todd. Okay. Now someone's saying static. Someone's saying better. Oh, darn it. Ugh, it's awful. I don't know what to do. I'm just going to keep going. Anyways, yeah, Jane Goodall, Roots and Shoots. I'm a fan of hers. I'm a donator to hers. She's a hero of mine. Can't say enough good things about her. She is fascinated by the subject of Sasquatch. But as I was saying, her handlers don't want her to touch on that subject. They keep her out of the whole Bigfoot thing because she has a lot to say about it. She thinks it's a wonderful. She has a romance with Sasquatch, she would say. So I absolutely love Jane Goodall, and I'm a huge fan and supporter of her forever. She'll just always be a big hero of mine. Diane Fossey, Broody Gattagus, I'm huge fans of theirs. So I'm a huge fans of primate research. So I study specifically gorillas are my favorite. So have you ever looked into Jane Goodall? So that was just asked. So that's when I scrolled down. Like just bump down a little bit. Fuzzy Tiger Cat says the only way to get them back to interact with you is to ask them. That might be migrating. They might be migrating fruits. I think they're in the area though, Fuzzy Cat. It's this is hard to break down when they're there, when they're gone. But yeah, tough stuff. He's not going to answer. I'm doing the best I can, Daniel. Take it easy. Peril notion, I believe, much more observation and study needs to be done with orbs. I agree. Orbs are, gosh, important. The difficult part will be linking them to Sasquatch. Agreed. But there is a link. There's something going on, Andy. There's a link that's happening. And I'm seeing it with people. I know nothing. I've never seen an orb in real life. I've now seen videos thanks to Caitlin. Where's Caitlin? She should be on here, darn it. Sasquatch, literally like ninja, comes right to my house. I just wait. Sucks to have to give deep wood. Peril notion. If you're having Sasquatch stuff going on, please send us an email. BigfootEncounter@gmail.com. Talk to Caitlin, talk to whoever answers you, impress them, and then you'll get in contact with me. So I agree with you, man. They are like ninjas. I had this guy I was working with for a little while who had some very amazing Sasquatch stuff happening. And he had like one experience he told me about that I found interesting and potentially authentic because he had evidence to substantiate it was so he gave them bread. He had a certain kind of bread he taught me to use and me to eat for survival. And the Sasquatch apparently loved that bread. So what he did is he had a 2-day hike to get in there. So he went in and he had the loaf of bread and they took it out of his bag on day one. He snuck up on him and just took his bread. So he wanted to give it to them and he couldn't because they took it. So then he went in the next time. This time he slept with the bread like under his arm and they got it from him. It's like, and then he talked to me about it. And that's when infrasound came up. It's like, dude, I'm a very light sleeper. And I woke up in such a deep sleep. The bread was gone and, took right off from my arm. He couldn't believe it. And so my suggestion was him that they likely hit him with infrasound and then just took the bread. It'd be simple. Just knock, because if you get hit with infrasound while you're sleeping, you're going to keep sleeping. Trust me. So you're going to be paralyzed. I've traveled the United States and promise you, I see signs. Right? Isn't that true, Brian? Me too. I traveled the United States and promise you, I see signs right off. Me too, dude. In fact, talking to Caitlin, she's from a place called Salmon, Idaho. They probably have salmon there because I was driving down and there was a river there and there were damn Sasquatch tree breaks all down the freaking highway. Beautiful, amazing tree breaks pointed right at the highway on each side of it. I'm like, that was probably done during, the salmon spawning down. I don't even know if Salmon, Idaho has salmon. I'm just assuming they do because there's Sasquatch there because there's tree breaks all over the damn highway. It blows my mind. And then what blows my mind too is I drove down there to see Jeff Meldrum. He's from Pocatello, so I drove down there past Salmon to go see Jeff Meldrum. Saw the breaks on the way back. I wanted to stop and film them. They were all cut down. Those are fresh freaking breaks. Some person is cutting them down. Well, it's tree deadfallers. I don't know what the people are thinking. It was clearly Sasquatch tree breaks. So when I went back, most of them were gone. I did film a few of them. Do you have anything that's not just ahead? Alan, you should probably do some research before you ask some questions because I have lots of videos. I have 8 videos. Did you notice I call video 5, video 4? Then, there's a video 3, there's a video 2, right? There's a video 6, there's a video 7. Have a look around. Watch the movie before you ask questions. Just kind of wasting our time here when you don't even do any research. If you haven't seen my movie, you should probably do that before you ask questions because a lot of those questions are going to be answered in the movie. And the movie's on YouTube now. So it was on Netflix, it was on Amazon Prime, did all over pay-per-view. It's all over the place, but it's on YouTube. It's called Discovering Bigfoot. Have a watch. Do you think Kubota's still alive? Absolutely. I have no reason to think he's not even with the troop. So what's crazy about Sasquatch is they are smarter than in the wilderness. Yeah, they're my teachers. They're so smart. Can a Bigfoot outsprint a cheetah? From experiences I've seen, from what I've experienced and what I've seen, yes. Well, actually, people don't know this, but the cheetah is the fastest terrestrial animal over a sprint. The fastest terrestrial animal over anything more than 70 yards are speed sheep, pronghorns, they also call them. I like speed sheep. They call them that in Montana. They're called pronghorns. They're a North America indigenous species, and man, they are fast. Like the cheetah hits 70 miles an hour. The pronghorns hit like, it was like 60, 68 miles an hour they've been clocked at. But they'll maintain that speed, guys. Whereas a cheetah, he'll hit that speed for a matter of no more than, I literally think it's 10 seconds. A pronghorn can maintain like 67 miles an hour for like 3 minutes. That is, who's faster? Like, a cheetah is 2 miles an hour faster for 10 seconds. And then for the other, what is that? 10 seconds. So there's, I know a pronghorn can do 67 miles. They've been clocked at 67 miles an hour for 3 minutes straight. So 3 times 6, 180 seconds. So a pronghorn will go 67 miles an hour, 170 seconds after the cheetah's done. Like if you've seen the cheetah hit at 70, man, they are done after they hit that once. Done. So, but we look at things very, the black and white is top speed. Cheetah's got that for now. Maybe somebody will clock a pronghorn though. If they do some research on them, maybe one of them will hit 71, 72, and then we could say, so long to the cheetah. So, Todd, Jake, and Jacob, hello guys. Shout out to you guys. You need the blimp and gimbal. I couldn't agree with you more. I would love a blimp camera. A blimp drone, I would totally love that. So, hey Todd, how many do you think in the troop? I think I'm going with the theory now because I saw 12 stones. There's 12 individuals in this troop. I don't think that's right though. I'm just doing that like the Sasquatch. I'm saying 12 stones because they took apples and left 12 stones at the bottom of the tree. The 12 stones were like little, big, pretty stones, harsher stones. So something in me said, well, I'm just going to theorize that that's representing each individual in the troop. My heart tells me no, though. My heart tells me there's probably, in this particular group of Sasquatch, 16 individuals or more is what I think. But that'll change every year, right? Jake left. Who's coming into the troop? Who's leaving the troop? What females are migrating in? It's going to change every year. So, thanks, Daniel. Says, keep up the good work. Alan R. Todd has a video of Bigfoot. Yeah, I mean, it's video 3, right? So, smash that like button. Thank you. You're very much the Jamin Show. Cool. It's tough, Andy. A lot of trees blocking the view. You guys are having a good conversation. I talk to them like talking to anyone. What the heck? So Daniel Calabrese says, I talk to them like talking to anyone. Please send us an email at bigfootencounter@gmail.com. So send an email to bigfootencounter@gmail.com. Please, we would love to hear from you. Hello, Montana. I love Montana. I've seen Sasquatch in Montana. Video 2 and video 3 were shot in Montana. Ooh, wow. That's where Sylvanik is. Hello, Andy. Hello, Bigfoot fans. Hello, Terry. We're 30 minutes of the show. Peril. I've had them put horrific images in my mind that I could never imagine. Ooh, so terrible. Freaked me out. Again, we'd love to hear more about this Peril notion. You seem to have really cool stuff going on. So it'd be great to have on the podcast. That'd be fantastic. Hey, Todd, love from India. Cool. Thank you, India. What really happened after you filmed Jake, James? Oh, my God. Did they walk away? Well, there's so many different things. I'm literally going to do a documentary. So I've got this California Bigfoot documentary coming out. And then the next one after that is going to be the whole story. What happened right after I filmed Jake, right after I filmed Jane. There's so much more going on there, I think it's pretty so video 6 is where the log gets thrown at me. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. A log hits me, takes my ass out. I get up about 20 seconds later. The wind knocked out of me in exceptional pain, and Sasquatch's not standing there anymore. So 20 seconds is an infinite amount of time. So you just walked away. And I went and filmed the Sasquatch that was in that spot. So Video 7, I went and approached him. Video 7 is, video 8 was filmed the same day. So I got Kubota footage after I filmed video 7. And then when I did go up there after, and what happened after that. So this is now reenacting stuff. So I literally was down filming Kubota for video 8 until all my batteries and all my cameras were dead. I had nothing left, no more batteries. I literally have footage of Kubota because I took a battery out, replaced it, ran that battery out, took that battery out, took out the previous dead battery, put it in, turned it on, and just milked enough energy where I got a couple more seconds of Kubota. Once that camera was done filming, no more battery power. That's it. My other camera had been dead. So all done with batteries, time to go up there. And you want to know what happened? That'll be, in the next documentary. Daniel says they do cross the line and I won't level mile 5. Cool. Why are your videos not on History Channel? Cover up? Oh, I don't know. I don't want to start making this into more parent. I don't want to take this and do more parent. Zach Beher is the president of History Channel. He's a fan of mine. He tried to get it on History Channel. It's just History Channel is trying to be very, very factual and stuff. And I respect that. And Zach voted to have me on the show or have me on History Channel. And you had to be 10 people vote. And there were 6 votes no and 4 votes yes. It's just simple as that. People look at my footage and do you believe it or do you not believe it, right? It's pretty in your face exceptional. So it's not some blurry, nobody's saying that's a bear, right? No one says that's a bear. No one says, that's a blurry, I can't see what that is. Nobody says it about my stuff. So, and then when you give people what they ask for, sometimes it's too much, should have blurred the images a little bit, or I don't know, maybe it's too clear. People want a nice clear image, you give them a clear image and they call it fake and they say it's too clear. Now it's too good. They bitch and complain about how I got too close and how you can't get that close and how you can't, but can. I'm the can-do man, right? I tell you something. That's my whole life. You say you can't, you say it's impossible. I say possible, I say can. It happens every day. People do impossible things every day. So break paradigms all the time. Hey, Todd from North Carolina. I want to confirm this with you again, but do you think Sasquatch can detect infrared cameras? No. No, they can't detect the infrared light. They can't see the infrared light, but they sure can see you walk in. They can see your tracks. They can see the camera. You can't hide a camera, guys. You can't. Talking about individuals that notice bent blades of grass, a little shimmer of sand in the distance, and they'll track you. You think they can't see a camera at 60 yards? Literally, watch my movie where the Sasquatch apples were taken and we investigate after, and the Sasquatch walks in, Jeff Meldrum steps in his trackway and he puts 2 feet and he stops there and looks. What do you think he's looking for? He's looking for tricks. He's looking for something that's going to deter him to not go take those apples. He's having a look. Maybe even I'll take it a step further. He's feeling the energy. Feeling the air. Were these apples given with an open heart? Were these apples given with good energy? What is the energy behind these apples? If I give those apples with the intent and the energy to simply nourish them in their bodies, give them something healthy and respectful, and give it to them out of respect for me being in their home, then they take them. If you don't do that, if you put up cameras, if you put up a camera, you're tricking them. You're playing a game. There's a cost for that gift, and they're not interested. If you can't understand that energy, I'm sorry, I don't know how to help you. You need to go try to reset. That is a different energy. I'm putting out these apples and I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you on film. That's a trick. And they feel that energy and that you're putting out that energy. Even they're probably watching you put the apples up anyways. You go into their home, they've been watching you since your truck drove up and your door slammed and echoed off the canyon, right? So the level of exceptional being you're dealing with here, guys, is so amazing, right? So, but specifically infrared light, I don't think they can do. So I'm just going to do a few more questions here today, guys. Has an engineer ever calculated the force necessary to snap a tree at the height? Yes, I have had engineers come out and do that. I had an engineer he actually builds and designs new kinds of construction equipment for new construction needs for companies as things change or trying to come up with new designs. He told me, man, the force it would take to do that is ridiculous. Like, it's just not, it's not in nature. There's no power, there's no being we know of in nature that can generate that kind of power like that. Like an elephant doesn't have the ability to grab its tusks and bend them like that. You know what I mean? Like to do that specifically, to do that and take that, there's nothing. In fact, it's exceptionally beyond the ability of any biological being. And then when he talked to me about the machine he could make to do that, it told me it's like $250,000 to get a prototype, Todd. All this hydraulics and stuff, and he still thinks he would leave like marks because the hydraulic would have to compress so hard it would crush the tree before it could break it. The force necessary to break it is so powerful that he would crush the tree and there would be marks on it. So even with his engineering knowledge and capabilities, he's not sure how he would, like he'd have to have it like some special rubber soft material that specifically wouldn't crush or damage the wood. And he didn't know that there was anything that known to him yet. So that's how amazing those tree breaks are, guys. It's not, this is amazing stuff. The Sasquatch think you should be amazed by them, because I am. And when you really see the power, like the world's strongest man couldn't even come close. A gorilla that's significantly more powerful a man, I've seen triple the strength of a gorilla in these tree breaks. Mind-blowing, right? So bigger than Shaq. Oh man, Shaq. I love Shaq. I think Shaq is such a cool guy. I'm a big fan of his. Shaq is not the world's strongest man, though. World's strongest men are beasts, like, and they're big dudes, right? And they couldn't even come close. Remember, a gorilla couldn't do this, guys. So hit the thumbs up if you're liking the video. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. David says my footage is incredible. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. I'm very proud of it. When I go back and look at it, my mind is blown. Daniel says I fed them apples. Dude, you need to send us your information, please. If he's doing this for money, I think it's BS. Just a big fan of Bigfoot. If I'm doing this for money, ooh. Well, I am a full-time Sasquatch researcher, and if you'd like to make a donation to this research, feel free to do so. Go to my website, discoveringbigfoot.org, and there's a donation button. Feel free, if you have the abundance and the discovery of Sasquatch is important to you, this is all I do. So I do TV shows, I do documentary videos, I take people out on an expedition, and my job is the discovery of Sasquatch. I am a full-time Sasquatch researcher. So that's what I do. If you have a problem with that, issue, not mine. They're like humans, some good, and Danielle, I totally agree with that. There are some good, some bad. They're like, and some good, some bad, some angry, some, you know. Ever witnessed a Sasquatch males fighting each other or grizzlies? Not really witnessed it. I've been around for a Sasquatch fight. I've talked about it on the show before, and I've been around for what I believe was a grizzly bear getting his ass handed to by a young male Sasquatch. So, Todd, where did you get that bandana? I could use one. I don't even know. I have no idea. I literally just cleaned out my office and organizing all my stuff, and I found it. I think it was at Cabela's, and it's just it's actually just I don't know if it's a bandana. It's got this thing where you can pull it around over your neck. You can do multiple things with it. It just feels really comfortable today. So I'm trying to keep the hair off my head, the sun out of my head today. I was outside a lot. So 19 days, something big walked right up to our camp in the Sierras, California. We couldn't see it. Yeah, and congratulations. That may very well have been a Sasquatch. Do you believe in the Nephilim? No, not at all. Daniel, you need to send us something at bigfootencounter@gmail.com. Hey peeps, hey Lynn. What else have I got? Todd, have you watched Action? No, I don't watch that. Yeah, lots of questions here. Brian asked Ash if she can explain to your viewers what infrasound feels like. Brian asked Ash. You can ask Ashley. Ashley's not here today. I don't think Ashley's ever been hit. Ashley has never been hit with infrasound, so she doesn't know. I know you talking about the audio is fine. Do you ever have Bigfoot? If you have a Bigfoot encounter, story. Oh, every Bigfoot up on the phone. It's awesome. So everybody's telling me the audio was good. Someone's saying static. Did you get a haircut? I keep my hair really short now. They were talking about the audio, saying it's good. Infrasound is real, absolutely yes. Why not go on national TV? I've been on national TV. I've been on CNN, BBC, Global News, National Post, CTV News. I've been in the New York Times. I don't know. I've been so much in so many news. I've done it so much. So what's the new news? I don't know. Here's another video. Here's video 9. Here's video 10. Unified, Todd, you're a legend. Thanks. I'm a huge supporter. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. Good evening, Todd. I hope all is well. All is very good, guys. I'm really excited about this year. Yeah, I'm so excited. Logan! Can't wait for our expedition next week. You're not supposed to be talking about your expedition date. So prepare for greatness. Logan, you better be in shape, dude. I'm training 4 hours a day just in my fitness ice bath training. I got an ice bath up in the ready to go tonight. I've been stretching and yoga and cardio. I'm ready for you, brother. So let's talk about this. Logan is coming out over the next few weeks sometime. We'll be going on an expedition. Not specifically, we're going to say the dates. Logan wants to go up to radium, man. He wants to bleed. He wants to feel the pain. But Logan's a very soft, gentle-spoken guy who's tougher than a frickin' Norris beast. Like, the guy is tough. He's ice bathing to match me. I took him up Strawberry Mountain, and we just did a grind up there. It was a hard hike. We kept going and going and going. And basically, the Strawberry Mountain hike, they go, hey, it's Strawberry Mountain. It's a freaking hell of a hike. And he did, like, it'd be 80% of the radium hike in that day. So Logan's ready. Got a couple people that want to go up to radium where Survivor Man filmed the top of the head of a Sasquatch, where I've had tremendous success up to Sasquatch holy ground. And nobody knows the way. But this year, we're going to try to teach people the way up to radium, up to the top of the mountain, the goat path, the trail. Like, if you saw a Spartan 300, there's a little goat path that goes up this mountain, and if you follow it and just go right this way and right that way, boom, you get to Sasquatch holy ground. Only Todd Standing is the only human being in the whole world that knows the way, and I'm hoping to change that this year. I want to show multiple people the way. So I want to get that knowledge out there. I don't want this spot lost, because if something ever did happen to me and I was potentially didn't come back, I want as much of this knowledge and information out there. And I think if I was lost, I think there's an extremely good chance no one would ever find that spot again. It's not easy to get to. It's tough. And I've taken people up like even 3/4 of the way. It's not enough. I got to take people right up there. I don't know how the hell I found it. It was a miracle. Maybe I was guided a little bit, right? So we talked about that. If you saw my Sasquatch Sunday video, I don't think maybe. I start looking back and just the way I find things, the way I get to places, the way I'm so guided. Like, I find the impossible stuff and I feel led there. You know, I feel drawn or attracted to something and I move to it. It's like they're showing me, you know? So it's amazing to live this way. And when you talk about telepathy and a being that has telepathy and wants me to find tracks, wants me to find evidence, wants me to see the new tree breaks, you know, they're going to lead me that way by sending me cues. Why wouldn't they? They want to teach me because they know I love nature and they want me to love nature more and appreciate nature more and learn more about it. That's what happens when you truly love something. Again, I talk about I love snowboarding. I do teach snowboarding lessons for free because I love it. It makes me happy. I just want people to enjoy and love snowboarding the way I do. I know it's a weird comparison, but I feel that way about wilderness. I love it. I love teaching people about berries and tracking, and I just want them to love it and appreciate it and grow, and because it's so much to learn about nature, so much, and they want that for me, and they want that for all people who have a love of nature. So it's an amazing thing, and the level I'm at now, there's been tremendous growth, guys. I have a tremendous new understanding of the world around me and my place within it. And we have to grow. We all have to grow to help this discovery precipitate. And I tell you guys, feel me. It's coming. I can feel it. This is going to be a great year. I don't even know if it's going to be footage. Just something so big is going to happen this year. My teachers have a plan of action. They're waiting for me to do it. They're going to just allow something to happen. It's going to cause a new paradigm shift, and I don't know what that is. Is it going to be footage? Is it going to be some new interaction? My teachers are so far ahead of me. They're so amazing. I don't even try to I just expect miracles. That's how I live. Some other amazing miracle is going to be gifted to me. I'm going to learn this incredible new lesson. The universe teaches me that. People talked about that a lot. And that kind of made me unhappy because people talked about God's leading you, and God, it wasn't. I know I have a connection to what you call God or Buddha or Muhammad or the Great Spirit, whatever your term for it is. Respect to you. I have a relationship with the infinite. Let's call it God. It does inspire me. It does speak to me, but this was different. This was in the wilderness. This was something different. Don't be an asshole and say it's God and you're being a jerk. No, listen to me. I don't hear voices like that when I'm in the city. I don't hear voices like that when I'm not in Sasquatch habitat. This was not an angel. This was it was Sasquatch, guys. As soon as that epiphany came into me, all this time a Sasquatch had a read on that bear. A Sasquatch knew that mountain was going to come down. It's their home, their masters out there. They're the ones that are guiding me. So try not to muddy the water with other stuff. I do have wonderful inspirations and wonderful thoughts that come from the infinite, the one source. I see it as I'm a child of the universe, and the universe speaks to me in special ways. So I think I understand how we're all connected in very, very fundamental ways that you can't deny. We're all literally, the energy coming out of me in this movement is the sun's energy. We all share that. Whether we eat it from plants or meat, it's these plants that derive the energy from the sun, and we consume it and we generate that energy. These are facts. You can't deny that. So we're all from the same source, you could say. It doesn't matter if you're science or Christian or Buddhist or Muslim. It doesn't matter. That's a fact. So we all have that common collective. We all share this energy that comes from the sun that moves us. And there's more to it than that. But I don't want to, whatever your philosophy is, whatever your spiritual journey is, that's yours. I'm not here to change that. I've taken out Muslims, Buddhists, Christians all the time, atheists, people that believe what I believe in the universe and the infinite and all that sort of stuff. So that's not, I am not going to guide you through that. Your spiritual journey is yours. And I respect whatever it is. Like I hope you respect what mine is. Right? We can have our differences and we can accept that. You can believe in Jesus or Muhammad. That's cool. That's the way you are. I respect that. But we are collective, and there's a Sasquatch specific telepathic image and thing that's coming to me. It's very, very different. It's apples and oranges, guys. Once you've felt it, you'll understand. This isn't an infinite inspiration from my universal connection. This is something speaking me. This is a being that's corporeal on earth sending me a message. Hope you can understand that. It's very different. Infrasound hit me and it dropped me to my knees, and I felt like I was going to throw up. I felt like someone spun me around. Was that God? Of course not. It was a Sasquatch hitting me with infrasound, right? So I could go on, 1,000 times I could show you instances where it's not God talking to you, and you need to be able to differentiate that. It wasn't God. It wasn't the infinite. It's very different. I have those experiences, but this was absolutely not that. And now we're creating this butting heads. People are like, no, you're dissing God and you're dissing this. No, I'm not. You're just not listening to what I'm telling you. And we don't have to be disrespectful of one another. We can appreciate what I'm trying to express to you. So appreciate that. It's a big epiphany from you guys. It's clearly a Sasquatch. They speak to me all the time. They lead me all the time in a very specific way. And I've been blind, walking around going, man, I just keep having this success. Man, these amazing things keep happening to me. In Sasquatch habitat, pertaining to Sasquatch, in lessons with Sasquatch. You feel me? It's always been my teachers out there that have been teaching me. And I'm very, very excited about it. So this is going to be an amazing year. We have done our full hour today. Thank you very much for tuning in. Will there be a live show next week? Absolutely not. There is no live show next week. There will be the week after that. So thank you very much for tuning in today. There'll be a Sasquatch Sunday this weekend and probably next weekend. And if I don't make Sasquatch Sunday, it'll be Sasquatch Monday. There'll be really interesting, amazing information that's coming from it. And once I get all my ducks sorted out, this next week I'll have regular Sasquatch Sunday videos that are coming. And I need my expeditioners, and I'd love it if you guys all watch them, because it's all new information. Every new lesson we learn, I'm going to be talking about tons and tons and tons of stuff on the Sasquatch Sunday videos, so stay tuned for those. Thank you very much. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you then. Bye for now.